Hey guys, so today I'm going to be sharing with you all of the books that I'm going to be reading throughout this week for the Reread-A-Thon 2018, which is a readathon that has been created by Murphy Napier, and I am one of the 21 hosts. There's 7 BookTube hosts and then 7 Instagram hosts and blogger hosts as well. I'm going to leave a link in the information bar below to the document that has a list of all of the hosts and all of the information. I'm also going to link to the official Reread-A-Thon Twitter account down below. That's kind of the most important thing for you to go follow if you want to join in with this readathon throughout the week, because there will be reading sprints and there's also going to be giveaways every single day. So if you don't want to miss out on the giveaways and everything, go follow that Twitter account. I'm going to be hosting on that Twitter account on Thursday if you're in New Zealand like me, but for the rest of you guys it's Wednesday, so Wednesday the 21st of March. The first challenge is to read an old favourite, and for this one I've picked a real old favourite. It's Molly Moon Stops the World by Georgia Bring, and this is the second book in the Molly Moon series. I haven't reread this one in a while, and I didn't pick, I've got the first one here as well, I didn't pick to reread the first one because I have reread this recently-ish. I reread it in 2016, which is a little while ago now, but it's recent enough that I remember it very well, and I'd really like to reread this one now too. So the Molly Moon series follows an orphan called Molly Moon. She's 10 years old, and then one day she discovers a book about hypnotism and she decides to teach herself to be a hypnotist to try and change her life. And in that first book she ends up going to New York City and there's like a big drama, and then in this one she ends up going to Los Angeles. It is one that I've reread over and over since my childhood because it's my favourite series of all time, probably equal with Harry Potter, to be honest, but I haven't reread this one in a long time, so I'm really excited about it. I can't wait. The second challenge is to reread a recent favourite. So for this one I have picked Fangirl by Rambo Rowell, and with this one, recent for me is 2016. That's when I first read this book, and this really opened me up to the contemporary genre. I just think it's a fantastic book, so I'm really excited to reread it for the first time. This one is about a girl called Kath who's starting university, and she has a twin sister called Ren, but Ren wants to do her own thing and not kind of do the twin thing that they've always done, so Kath is feeling a bit out of sorts because she's not used to having to tackle everything on her own. She suffers with anxiety, so she spends a lot of time by herself because she is struggling to overcome that, and she writes fan fiction, which is a fun element to the story as well. But yeah, it's pretty much just her first year of college experience, and it's just a fantastic book. It's so relatable and the writing is so lovely, and there's a really cute romance in it as well, and just I love this book, so I can't wait to reread it and see what I think for the second time around. The third challenge is to reread a book to give it a second chance. So for this one, I picked this book because I feel like I should do an unhaul soon, and I'm not ready to unhaul this book. I know that I should because I really didn't enjoy it very much, but I kind of want to see if I can convince myself that it's one that I should keep, but I might end up unhauling it. So that is Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs. This is a book that I kind of bought on a whim because the movie was coming out and I wanted to read it before I saw the movie, and I was struggling to get it out from the library, so I ended up buying it and sadly didn't enjoy it, and that is why I try not to buy books without having read them from the library first, because you never know if you're actually going to like it or not. But it has pictures all throughout as well, like photographs, which adds to the experience of the story, so I did like that about it. But the first time I read this I just wasn't really blown away by it. I found the story a little bit dull. This book follows a boy called Jacob who finds a mysterious abandoned orphanage called Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. I don't know what you can really say about this without giving away spoilers. Yeah, so I want to give this one a second chance. The fourth and final challenge is to reread a book in anticipation of a new release, like a sequel coming out. So the one that I picked to read for this, and I'm really excited about it, is The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue by Mackenzie Lee. I picked this one because The Lady's Guide to Petticoats and Piracy is coming out. It was meant to be coming out this year. I'm not sure if it's got a push back to 2019, but in any case it's coming soon-ish, so why not reread this one. I only read it when it came out, which was towards the end of last year I think, but I'm so ready to reread it again. I loved this book a lot. So this one follows a guy called Monty, and he is doing a grand tour of Europe with his best friend Percy, who he happens to be in love with, and his sister Felicity as well, and they get into a whole lot of trouble. They end up dealing with pirates and all kinds of crazy things, and it's just a super fun story with really fantastic, amazing characters, and I love this book, so I can't wait to reread it. So it's so fun to be able to do a TBR and like tell you guys that I love all these books aside from Miss Peregrine's, but I do want to, like, I am excited to reread it, which is weird. I think I only gave it 3 stars, but now the thought of rereading it is appealing to me, so that's a good thing. So these are all of the books that are on my TBR for this week. I'm not sure if I'll get through all of them or not, and I don't know which one I'm going to start with. If you want to vote for which book I should start with, leave me a comment down below. If you're going to be participating, let me know what books you've chosen to read in the comments down below as well. And I'm looking forward to chatting with you guys throughout the week, so make sure you follow me on Twitter as well as following the Reread-A-Thon page, and you can follow me on Instagram as well. I'll probably be like posting on stories and stuff like that. So thank you guys for watching this, and I'll see you with another video in a couple days. Bye.